Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am not fully recovered yet, but I am getting better, and I have seen this amazing looking video from Kentucky Ballistics. Could you defeat a Tyrannosaurus Rex? So that seems pretty awesome, and I think I should take a look at it. So let's go.
Have you ever wondered what you would do if you encountered a real-life T-Rex?
I would probably be dead. But wow, he has an actual full skull. I wonder how much that would cost.
Well, today we're gonna find out.
Oh yeah.
This thing is over 6 foot long and
Okay.
weighs over 600 pounds.
Really? That doesn't look... How big is Scott? Because that does not look like 6 feet to me. But
It is
okay.
a real-life replica of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And today we're gonna shoot it with the world's most powerful guns. 500 Magnum Desert Eagle.
Oh yes.
12 gauge. A square 577 Tyrannosaur.
Of course. You can't do a video of shooting a Tyrannosaur head without the Tyrannosaur rifle, of course.
A 4-bore rifle. 950
Oh yeah.
JDJ.
And of course the biggest stuff.
It's time to ride the lightning.
No 20mm this time? Okay. Maybe there'll be a separate video, 20mm rifles against the T-Rex.
Oh! Hello, darkness, my old friend!
Oh yeah. Nice.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And you know, there's something I have always wondered. Could I actually defeat a real-life Tyrannosaurus Rex? Well, today, we're going to find
with all your guns, you probably could.
out. This behemoth is the actual size of an adult Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's over 6 foot long, and this thing weighs over 600 pounds. Today, I have several calibers to shoot this thing with. We're going to start out small and then work our way up to the world's most powerful rifles and see what it would take to actually take down this prehistoric beast. But before we do, I want to introduce you to somebody. This is Chris with Ballistic Dummy Lab. Chris is the creator behind all the cool stuff we shoot on this channel.
So, custom made, or is that now just available for purchase?
Whether it be gremlins, zombies, vampires, werewolves, and
of course,
now you've made a T-Rex.
That's quite a feat.
This has been a year in the making.
About that, yeah. From
Something
design,
like that.
but from design up, yeah.
We've been out here for several hours today. You had to hand deliver this thing. I cannot imagine what goes into making something this big, but you...
Well, a lot of gelatin and a lot of whatever this bone material is made of, at least.
You have filmed the process, right, and maybe putting a video up on your channel?
Yeah, I'll do a BTS on YouTube, maybe some short clips on Instagram.
Awesome. I just want to tell you thank you for all the cool stuff you do for the channel, and thank you for this. I am super excited to unfortunately destroy your beautiful creation.
I mean, they are made to be destroyed, so yeah.
Shout out. I'm not a one-man team. I have an amazing team of people who help me out with this stuff. And give a shout out to them. Without them, this stuff wouldn't be possible.
Well, you and your team do a wonderful job, and I greatly appreciate it. And all the viewers appreciate it, because if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have cool videos like this.
I appreciate the opportunity, man.
Well, you may be wondering why we're under a canopy. It is because it is the hottest day of the year so far, and I don't want this guy to melt. So we're going to keep the canopy over him for a little while, and then we'll probably move the canopy back once we start shooting him with really big things. I'm excited, so...
Don't want it too covered in T-Rex blood, of course.
Let's get started. So first, we're going to use something you definitely would not want to be caught with when encountering a T-Rex, and that is a 22 long rifle.
And a short-barreled one as well.
This is a Ruger LCR, and it's chambered at 22 long rifle. This is a 40-grain bullet, and I'm going to try to take out a 600.
I doubt that is even making it to the bone. Like, that's probably going to stop before it reaches it.
Pound T-Rex head. Okay, let's go right for the nose.
Okay, yeah, that's barely even anything.
Yeah, I think he's just probably slightly irritated. He probably didn't even feel that. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I can't even tell if I hit him. If I did hit him, it didn't do anything. And that proves my point. You need something a little bit bigger than 22.
Just a little.
Okay, well, let's step it up to something that's a little bit bigger, and the most common pistol caliber
9mm?
in the United States, 9mm. This is a Ruger RXM 9mm, and I'm going to be loaded up with some 124 grain Hydroshock. All right, going for the snout again.
Okay.
Definitely hit it that time.
That hit something.
But again, I don't think he cares.
Yeah, that's, again, just jiggled him a little. I don't think that made it far in at all.
Here we go. Hit right there. And I can tell it went up into his nose a little bit.
Oh, okay, okay. So it did go a bit
but I'm
inside.
guessing it just would have caused some...
That's like about as deep as the size of like a human head, but to the T-Rex head, that's almost nothing.
Some mild sneezing, probably nothing more.
Yep.
9mm did absolutely nothing, but you know what I think will do something? The Lord's caliber, 45 ACP.
Of course,
but
America.
not just one. We have two
Of
45
course.
ACPs.
The
this
double.
is my dueler, and this is a double barrel 1911, and I'm loaded up with
Can't get much more American than that.
2 rounds of 45 ACP critical defense. Okay, Mr. T-Rex, 2 rounds coming at you.
Okay.
Oh, I
his
knocked
teeth.
his front tooth out.
The teeth fell off. Interesting. It's just from the shockwave. Okay. They weren't too deep in there. But that's making a bit more of an impact. I can see. A lot more rippling going through the skull.
Ran that back in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Good as new. 45 ACP did not do much to the T-Rex, so we're going to step it up to 10mm.
Oh, yeah.
This is a
That's
beautiful
my favorite.
Nighthawk Custom 10mm, and this thing is loaded up with some 200 grain jacketed hollow points.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Woo!
Did the other teeth get knocked out with this one? Oh, it looks like they're already not there. Okay. Huh.
Looks like I hit somewhere in here. And again,
Not too far in, I guess.
we're not making it very far into this thing. I'm definitely thinking that if I encountered a T-Rex and all I had was a handgun, I might as well just run. So now it's time to step it up to more Magnum pistol calibers.
Yeah.
Up next is going to be a 44 Magnum.
That one looks sick.
This is a Taurus 44 Magnum, and I'll be loaded up with something real special. This is a 44 Magnum Black Talon. There we go.
Okay, and what exactly is that? Like some special kind of hollow point?
Go right down the
Splitting
snoot again.
something? Ooh! Wow!
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I would say he felt that one.
that was pretty good. Ooh, yeah. Okay, that's doing something. Ooh. Yeah, not bad. Wouldn't expect this much difference
Yikes.
to the 9mm, but maybe that's just because it's... Well, I mean 10, but yeah. Maybe that's just because it didn't hit the nostril, but hit the actual bone. I don't know.
Yeah. That 44 mag Black Talon was not playing around, was it?
Okay.
We hit him right here. I don't know how deep we made it in. It does still kind of look like a flesh wound, but
Yeah, to a
yeah, he
T-Rex
definitely
probably.
would not like that. Still don't think it would take him out though. Oh my gosh. I don't normally film under a canopy.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal. Maybe we should do this more often. 44 Magnum did quite a bit of
I
damage.
thought he was gonna say maybe it's already time to move it away, but
I'm very excited to see what we can do with this next caliber. We have a Desert Eagle, actually
Of course.
a custom Kentucky Ballistics Desert.
oh wow, that's him on the grip. That's crazy. I can't quite tell what gun is he holding it. That's some kind of rifle, I think, an AR-15. I'm not sure.
Eagle. And as you can see on this side, it actually says man versus T-Rex. It's almost like
so that's custom for this video.
it was made just for this video. And
Okay.
I'm going to be loaded up with some 58E 300 grain jacketed hollow points. Okay.
Let's
There we
go.
go. Oh,
The teeth again.
that knocked his teeth out again.
Yeah, look, it hit. Looks like it hit lower again, and again, no blood explosion this time. Yeah, right in the nostril. So I guess there's just no blood in that part.
So I hit somewhere in here, but we did not have as much of a reaction as we did with the 44 Magnum. I think that's because the 44 Magnum kind of scraped upward,
yeah,
and was not as deep into the T-Rex. But through here, it's not really doing a lot to him. There's a lot of meat here. I wonder what T-Rex tastes like. I can try it.
Not great.
So up next, we're going to step it up to the Mac Daddy of production handguns. That is the 500 Magnum, and I have a special one. This is Demolition Ranch's 500 Magnum.
Oh, the barrel is literally shorter than the chamber. That doesn't probably get a lot of velocity out of it.
That he lost to me in an arm wrestling contest.
Oh,
it is gold. It's very short, and I absolutely love it. Mainly because I took it from Matt.
Yeah.
But in honor of Matt, I'm gonna pour one out for him. We miss you, Matt. Not really.
Bro.
Now let's shoot this T-Rex. Oh, and we're using 350 grain Underwood jacketed hollow points. All right, here we go.
She be kicking.
She be kicking.
Yep. Okay, now that is quite a bit more impactful. You can see. I think it hit the bone again. And all these fragments flying about.
I still don't really know how Matt shot this. I think he was definitely using a stunt double because I just can't see how he handled that recoil. Okay, so hit right here, busted his nostril, and we're starting to have some splitting right here.
Oh, okay.
Probably due to the extreme force and multiple shots to his face, and probably a little bit of heat also, but I'm going to say mostly from the gunshots. I still don't think...
Shouldn't the heat make it less likely to split because it's like melting a little?
He would be disabled though. He'd still be coming at you. So according to the Jurassic Park movies, some of
the most iconic, probably shotgun of all time,
the best
or one of the most,
for a dinosaur is the Spa's 12 gauge. So we have to at least take one shot at
the legend.
This T-Rex with this, and I'll be loaded up with some 2 3/4 inch double-aught buck.
No slug, or will the slug be later?
That is the best sound in the entire world. Oh, his nose!
Let me hear it again.
That with some 2 3/4 inch double-aught buck. That is...
Sounds like Half-Life, my favorite game series. Now in Half-Life 2, I think they have pretty much the exact sound, like the real one.
Best sound in the entire world. Oh, his nose!
Oh no, it's falling off. Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
You know what to fix that?
Okay.
Told you.
That looks like it almost missed. Yeah, it like barely grazed it.
Poor guy has done lost his nose, but still looking okay.
The bone is
I
still
hit a
here.
Little to the right.
Yeah.
Got nicked through here. But again, a T-Rex with no nose and a few bullet holes in him, I think he's still probably mobile and lethal. If you're enjoying this video and you want to see more awesome content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out.
Of course.
So speaking of firearms used in the Jurassic Park movies, according to Mr. Chris Pratt, a 45-70 lever action is the best defense for dinosaurs. Well, we're going to find out.
Really? Okay.
I'm going to be loaded up with a 45-70 405 grain soft point. Oh! Shot him right in the eyeball.
Ooh. Well, yeah, that looks like that I would be gone. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, there's no eye there anymore. Just hold.
We hit right there.
Okay.
And
Did it make it through?
I don't see an exit hole.
Okay.
If it did come out the other side, no, it's right here. I'm pretty sure it's right here at the very back.
Okay.
Must have slipped through his cheek and then stopped before exiting. I still can't believe it didn't make it all the way through it though. We did not hit any bone or anything like that, and it still did not make it through.
Well, it's a massive head. It's like the size of an entire human, so yeah.
I am starting to determine that safari rifles are probably the only answer for a Tyrannosaurus.
Or anti-material rifles, of course.
Rex. But before we move on to some really big boys, let's use one last common rifle caliber.
The comically long AR.
This is 223, and because it's a T-Rex, I think we need a little bit of extra velocity.
Okay.
So I have a 40-inch
fair, reasonable
barrel, have a 20-round mag, and I'm loaded up with 1 round 223 VMAX.
I like how he specified that he has a 20-round mag loaded with 1 round.
All right, here we go. Oh!
Okay. Ooh. Pretty energetic, okay. Yeah. That's a good hit, but still don't think it would do much against the T-Rex.
So it looks like that 223 round expanded immediately, took a pretty big chunk out of our T-Rex.
Yeah.
But again, not doing much to him. So we're going to go ahead and step it up to some of the most powerful rifles in the entire world.
Yeah.
And if there actually were
getting into the big ones,
dinosaurs on this earth, I would have this one. This is an A-square 5.77 Tyrannosaur.
Oh yeah. The most appropriately named gun for this video.
24 of these rifles ever made. 12 went to Africa and 12 stayed in the United States. And we are going to shoot the T-Rex with one. This is a 750 grain A-square dead tough bullet.
And bullets with completely blunt ends always look so strange to me.
I'm going to send it right at Mr. T-Rex. It's time to see if this rifle really holds up to its name.
Okay.
Oh!
Yeah, that looks like it could maybe do it.
Yeah.
At least
I'd say
a few shots maybe. But
that a Tyrannosaur would not want to be shot with a Tyrannosaur.
Yep. Yeah, that looks pretty lethal. You might need another one by the time you get to the 4-bore. Or the 950. Yeah, that's kind of a chunk of his head missing now. Pretty big.
So, as you can see here, Mr. T-Rex turned into a confetti popper. We hit him right here in the upper brow, and he definitely ain't feeling too good.
Okay, so interesting. This looks like some kind of plastic material, maybe even 3D printed. Interesting.
Good, and there's pieces of bone all over the ground. But sadly for him, that is not the biggest rifle I brought today. It may be hard to believe that there are bigger rifles out there.
That bolt looks crazy.
Than the 5.77 Tyrannosaur when it comes to hunting, but there are. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, bolt action rifle for hunting that I have in my collection. This is a 700 BMG, and as you can see,
that name is hilarious. Like, yes, let's just take a 500 BMG, but make it 700. Well, I mean 50, yes.
This thing is an absolute behemoth. This bolt is so big that it's not even funny. Basically, 700 BMG is a 50 BMG case that takes a 70 caliber 1,000 grain bullet. I feel pretty bad for that T-Rex right now. Oh, I haven't shot this one in a while. Woo! There we go. This is gonna hurt me as much as it hurts you, Mr. T-Rex.
It's like Newton's third law.
Oh!
Or second, I forget which one it is.
I think that just kind of zipped right through him. My head hurts.
Yeah, I can't quite tell if that made it out the bag, but something did, I think. Oh, no, that might have stuck inside, but yeah. That is pretty good penetration.
I'm going to say that 700 BMG would probably be a pretty good option for T-Rex defense. I hit him right here, and as you can see, that's a pretty big hole.
Yeah.
Actually, that's huge. That's crazy. That is a big hole, and we went right through. You can see here we have some green And I'm not really sure, but we came out the back somewhere in this area.
Oh, okay.
So now it's time to get serious. I have sure, but we
was that not the wound channel? Like, did it come back here or maybe here?
the back somewhere in this area. So now it's time to get serious.
Maybe that's just some kind of bubble.
So
I
I
don't
have
know.
2 more rifles to use in today's video, and they are the most powerful safari rifles in existence.
Yep.
First up is going to be a 4-bore rifle. This is my Christian Firearms.
The classic on this channel at this point.
Single shot
Iconic.
falling block 4-bore rifle. This thing weighs over 20 pounds and produces over 200 pounds of felt recoil. It has a 1-inch diameter bore, and it fires this.
Actually, slightly bigger than the 950.
Yes, this is a 2,150
but not as powerful.
grain bullet that is 1 inch in diameter. This is designed to take down the largest animals in the world, both modern and now we're going to find out if it can handle prehistoric animals. Okay, let's load this thing up. Your block comes down, and then you load in your round. It's basically...
That looks like, kind of like a ridiculously oversized pistol round almost.
Handheld artillery.
Yep.
Oh, it's time to ride the lightning.
This always looks to me like this doesn't quite cover it all the way, but I guess... Yeah, look at that. It seems like the top of the case is still exposed, but maybe that's like just the rim and it's still safely contained? I don't know.
Oh, it's time to ride the lightning.
Okay.
Oh, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Does your neck itch, Scott? I see, are you feeling it?
Oh,
yeah. That's great. Can we actually see the round? Yeah, something made out the back. It might have been the round. I don't know. But it split him all the way down the middle. Wow. Okay. It just exploded the whole thing. Ooh. Yeah, that would take one out, I think.
I think that hurt me more than it hurt him. If you're wondering how hot it is, I'm sweating. Coming off my eyebrows. Let's have a look at this T-Rex.
That's horrible.
Pretty obvious where we hit. Right there, you can almost see into that hole.
Yeah, all that stringy plastic stuff looks very 3D printed. So probably don't stick your fingers in there because broken 3D prints are very likely to give you plastic splinters, which are not a great thing to have.
I believe we either came out right here through his brow, or it came out somewhere back here and then we hit the berm. So the final rifle that we are going to shoot this Tyrannosaurus Rex with is the world's most powerful sporting rifle,
cinema.
The 950 JDJ. There are only 4 of these in the entire world. It weighs 50 pounds and is producing over 300 pounds of felt recoil. And this is what it fires. This is a 2,400 grain bullet moving well over 2,000 feet per second and producing over 30,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. That T-Rex ain't gonna know what hit him. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to shoot this right now. I'm just totally not stalling. Just enjoying the moment, you know?
Yes.
All right.
Totally.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, he's falling apart, I can see.
Oh.
I don't know which one of them is falling apart more. Yeah, blasted straight out the back. Oh, yeah. Amazing energy transfer, as always, with this one.
Oh. It's so hot.
He's done.
There's so much recoil.
It's over.
I mean, I'm fine. I like that. That was fun. I love it. Okie dokie.
Yeah, definitely.
The 950 JDJ is made to penetrate, and boy, did it. This guy is falling apart now.
Yeah, that's really funny how it's just all coming off.
I hit him right here, and as you can see, broke his entire nose. This is broken. He's falling apart, and We went.
So it's definitely not as sturdy as actual bone, I imagine. Of course, that depends on the density of the 3D print, but I can clearly see those. Like, let me scroll back a bit.
Here. And as you can see, I broke his entire nose.
Yeah, just this grid infill pattern here. As you might tell, I actually do some 3D printing myself, so I know a few things. And yeah, that is not the strongest thing to have inside your 3D prints if you want them to behave like real bone. Bullets will go through this easily, I think more easily than bones, but it might have some interesting properties. Who knows? I've never tried shooting 3D prints.
This is broken. He's fallen apart. And we went completely through him. His skull, look at this, is completely cracked.
Okay, so you can see the connection point here where it's glued together. This little outcropping thing, there must be a hole on the other piece, and they've been just glued together, and now from all the shock of the impacts they became unglued again.
I mean, if you could find a good spot to set the 950 JDJ, I would say that would definitely be your best.
Yeah, because you're not firing that from the shoulder, unless you are also expendable in your body.
Option if a T-Rex was on the loose. So there is still quite a bit of T-Rex left, so I'm going to use one more rifle that I really want to try out, and that is the 416 Rigby, also known as the 416 Honey Badger, because it don't care. This is a 350 grain round that is .416 in diameter, normally around 400 grains, but this is a soft point and should deliver quite a bit of energy. Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Let's give him another.
Yeah, that went through. Oh. That one just exploded him. Yeah, look how stringy all that bone stuff looks. And all the grid patterns in here.
Another.
Oh.
One
Nice.
more.
Oh yeah. Now it's really gone. Oof. I wonder how he cleans that up, or is all the plastic just left on the range to pollute the ground or whatever?
Okie dokie. Well, he is completely fallen apart.
Yep.
A big old piece of his skull here.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna say
that must have taken a while to print, like this volume. That's quite a lot.
Mission accomplished. If you do encounter a T-Rex, I mean, you're gonna have to do something to get him to sit still, for one. I mean, he's definitely not just gonna sit like this.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you could, and you had some of the world's most powerful safari rifles, you may be okay. Otherwise, I just recommend running, maybe getting in a vehicle, and driving away really fast. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure and give it a like and hit that subscribe button. And if you're ever looking for a really cool ballistic target or maybe something custom, don't forget to check out Ballistic Dummy Lab. Also, be sure and check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. See you next time.
Huh, surprisingly, no table destruction in this one, but still awesome video. I did not expect him to actually get a T-Rex skull. I do remember hearing him suggest that like a couple times, but for them to actually do it is great. I wonder if they're gonna make more of them for him in the future, or if this was a one-off. But yeah, that must have cost like a lot of money. I don't know quite how much, because I don't know how much the normal ones cost, but yeah, probably hundreds of dollars for the printed bone part alone. So yeah, really cool to see the destruction of these rifles on something of a proper size, you know, because we don't quite get elephant skulls. They have been only tested on regular zombie busts so far, so that's pretty nice. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.